What's going on, everyone? This is Gaurav and welcome to my learning channel. So in today's video, we're going to learn about how to use where clause in SQL. So at a very high level, you could say that where clause is used to put a filter in any given table. So say for instance, if you have a table with customer details who are from different states and you would like to study a bit more about the customers who are from a particular state, then this is something you could potentially use. So far, we have been using ga.myFirstTable as a reference point, so we'll continue to do so. Now in that table, you have following variables. So you have customer ID, customer name, age, and state. Now let's say if I want to have details of customers whose age is 25, then this is the way how we can go ahead and write the query. Let's first of all go ahead and execute the query just to see the details. You could see that now you only have the details for John. Now in our base table itself, John's record was coming up 4 different times, and that's why you can see the 4 different records. So let's first of all try to understand the query. So first part of the query remains exactly the same, which is select start from ga1.myFirstTable. The only thing that is changing is where age is equal to 25. So this is your filter condition. So the order is very important. First and foremost, you will write the select statement, and then afterwards you will write your where condition. Now apart from the equality sign, you could also use some of the other mathematical operators. So say for instance, if I want to have the details for customers whose age is more than 25, then I can write a query like this. So if I execute this, I will get the details for all of the customers whose age is either 25 or more than that. Similar to the numerical filter, you could also use where conditions to put the filters on your text variables. So say for instance, if I want to have details for all the customers who are from state New York, then I can write a query like this. Select start from this particular table where state is equal to New York. So if I execute this, then I'll get the details for all of the customers who are from New York State. You could also put a not equal to sign. So this is the way how you would go ahead and put a not equal to sign. So if I want to have the details for all of the customers who are not from New York, this is the way how I'm going to write the query. So not equal to sign is exclamation mark followed by equality sign. So if I execute this, then I'll get the details for these 3 customers, which is Sam, Seema, and Roma. Now you can see that these 3 customers, they are not from New York, but rather their state is Texas, California, and Florida. Another way to write not equal to sign is by simply adding a not keyword right before the variable name. So the way to write this is going to be where not state is equal to New York. And the way this query is going to run is, first of all, it will look for all the customers where state is equal to New York, and then it will go ahead and negate it, which is state is not equal to New York. So if I execute this, then I'll get the same results as I got from the earlier code. So essentially, these are the 2 different ways with which you can go ahead and write a query to put a not equal to sign. You could also use where conditions to put filters on the multiple variables at the same time. So say for instance, if I want to have details for the customers who are from state is equal to New York and age is greater than equal to 25. So this is the way how you could write a query. Now, one of the important thing to note here is that no matter how many different variables or the conditions you put, the where clause is always going to be just once written for one particular table. Now you can have like a different variations of the different filters right afterwards. Let's trigger this query. Now you can see that we have the details for the customers where state is equal to New York and age is equal to 25. So unless both the conditions are satisfied, the details are not going to come out. So in order for me to get these details, I should have both the conditions satisfied, which is state is equal to New York and age is greater than equal to 25. Now I could also use or condition in place of and. So the meaning for this query is going to be that get me the details for all of the customers where state is equal to New York or age is greater than equal to 25. So if any of these conditions satisfied, then I would like to have the output. So let's try to trigger this query. Now you could see that we have a lot more records as compared to the first one, because if either of these conditions satisfied, then the query is giving me output. So as you could see that you have certain customers who are not from Texas, but given their age is greater than equal to 25, you are getting the output. There are lots of different variations of where clause that you can play around with. You can have like a sub block of a code which is written within a brackets, and over there you can write the filters. So let's take a look at a few of those examples as well. So for instance, if I want to have details for the customers where state is equal to New York and age is greater than equal to 25. So this is one block of conditions or the filter, or the other block of the conditions are state is equal to Texas and age is less than equal to 40. So my query is saying that if either of these 2 block of conditions are satisfied, then I would like to have an output. But within each of these blocks, I have and conditions put over here, which means that both of these conditions should be satisfied. So if we are in this particular block, state is equal to New York, then age must be greater than equal to 25. And similarly, in this particular block, if state is equal to Texas, then age must be less than equal to 40 for this condition to be true. So let's trigger this query. Now, as you can see that we have the details for the customers whose state is equal to New York and age is equal to 25. Some of those details are like these. And we also have details for the customers where state is equal to Texas and age is less than equal to 40. So hopefully this gives you a good idea about how to use where conditions. Again, this is really scratching the surface of where conditions. In the real life, you could potentially use a lot more conditions with the where clause. In the next video, we'll continue to build on top of the where conditions that we have just learned today, and we'll learn a little bit more about how to use regular expression along with your select statement. Thank you so much. I wish you best of the luck in your learning journey.